the hot air balloon. For 3 days, Dorothy wandered sadly around the palace. She had heard not even a peep from Oz, and was beginning to despair of seeing her home ever again. Her friends were all happy, though, because each of them had his fondest wish come true. The Scarecrow was delighted with all the great thoughts he was thinking, but he wouldn't tell anyone what they were because he didn't think they would understand them. The Tin Woodman thrilled with the way it felt to have a heart thumping about in his chest, and declared that he was ever so much kinder to people, and felt every joy and pain so much more deeply. As for the Lion, cowardly no longer, he told everyone that he feared nothing at all any more, not even a horde of horrible Kallidas. At long last, on the 4th day, Oz sent for Dorothy. She ran to the throne room door at once and knocked. "Come in," said Oz. "Have a seat." "Do you know how to get Toto and me home to Kansas?" she asked hopefully. "Well," said Oz, "out of this country, at any rate, we shall build another balloon. That is how I got here, so I don't see why we can't leave the same way." "We? Are you going with me?" "Why not?" said Oz. "I'm tired of being a humbug wizard, spending day after day hiding in my room so no one will learn my secret. I'd rather go to Kansas with you and find a circus to work for." Dorothy was so excited that she ran to tell her friends, then ran back to help Oz make the balloon. They cut out long strips of green silk and stitched them together. In 3 days they had made a great big bag out of the material. Oz turned it inside out and painted the inside with glue to make it airtight. "Now," he said, "all we need is something to ride in." Oz dug out the biggest laundry basket that he could find, then tied it to the narrow end of the big green bag. "There," he declared at last, "our balloon awaits." Oz sent word to the people of the Emerald City, telling them that he would be going on a long journey beyond the clouds to visit a fellow wizard. On the day of the trip, everyone in the city came to see them off. The Tin Woodman brought over a pile of wood that he cut to set on fire. Oz brought out the balloon and held it over the fire so it filled with air. Then he attached it to the basket, and the basket rose from the ground. Oz climbed into the basket, waved to his people, and made a little speech. "While I am gone," he told them, "the Scarecrow will rule over you. You must obey him as you would me. Have no fear. He is a very wise man." Oz looked around for Dorothy. "Come, Dorothy," he called. "Hurry, girl, the balloon will fly away without you." "But I can't find Toto anywhere." She was running here and there looking for her little dog. "I can't leave him." Toto had dashed into the crowd, chasing after a kitten. Dorothy heard him barking and ran to catch him, then ran as fast as she could back to the balloon. Just as she got to the balloon and stretched out her hand to grab Oz's, there was a sudden cracking sound, and the ropes anchoring the balloon to the ground broke free. Oz tried again to grab her hand, but he couldn't. The balloon was rising too fast. Dorothy was out of his reach. "Come back, please!" she screamed. "Oh, please come back! I want to go too!" "I can't stop now!" shouted Oz. "I don't know how. I'm sorry. Goodbye, Dorothy. Goodbye, all." His voice was getting ever more faint until it disappeared altogether. Then the balloon disappeared into the clouds.